Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 reviews to do today. We have one for Fernando, Torres, Barnes, and for Hierro's card. So we're going to be checking out all 3 of the cards, but for now, we are going to go ahead and check out the Fernando Torres SBC card. So we're looking at a card that is 6'1", high medium work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills with a 4-star weak foot, which is great for the bare minimum stats. In regards to his in-game player traits, he does have the finesse shot trait, so boosting his shooting as much as possible to be able to fully utilize that finesse shot trait is definitely going to be very important. He's got 94 acceleration with 89 sprint speed, which is pretty good for base card stats. Base shooting stats is at 92, 92, 83 with 82 volleys at 85 composure. So we decided to give him the Hawk chemistry style to boost his shooting as much as possible because the shot power at 83 is a little bit of a downside of the card. So you want to boost that as much as possible while giving him essentially perfect finishing stats so that when he does get into the right areas of the 18-yard box, he can potentially score some great opportunities, right? Volleys at 82 will be important just in case we do those driven crosses to him to score those opportunities as well. But it's the finishing and the shot power that we need to increase as much as possible. With the passing on the card, he's got 79 short passing with 79 curve at 76 vision, which is okay for a striker and not necessarily anything too crazy. Dribbling on the card. I don't think dribbling is going to be something that you are going to really be too crazy about improving. Like you could, right? Like with the Hawk chemistry style, you'll be boosting physical, shooting, and pace, but I feel like his dribbling characteristics are going to be the same, right? So with him, you could potentially give him an engine chemistry style to make his dribbling more responsive, but maybe the 83 shot power could be a downside of the card a little bit. But he does also look very good with the engine. I will let you guys know if I feel like he needs that engine because his dribbling is too annoying to work with, right? So we're obviously going to be taking a look at it in game. I like to judge it based off of what majority of people just decided to go with, you know, Hawk, Hunter, Engine. So we're going to go with the Hawk for now. But he has 82 heading accuracy. He can jump in the air. You know, he's got 84 for base card stats. And then he also has 75 strength with 73 aggression with the Hawk chemistry style, right? So this is the team that we're working with. You guys know that I use this team all the time. We're going to be playing some long ball 4-2-3-1 oriented tactics, right? So aggressive play. We want Fernando Torres to get into the right areas to potentially score some opportunities, right? So we're going to be using him in the striker position while we switch. I would say I'm going to switch Rashford off to... I don't really like Ansu Fati too much on the sides. I don't like Rashford too much on the sides either, but we make it work. I'll put Rashford off to the right, and then we'll use Fernando Torres as a striker. So the instructions that I have set for Fernando Torres because of his base characteristics from his prime card, because he has pretty decent attacking AI on that card, so I feel like it may be similar for this one. I want to use him on stay central, get in behind, and stay forward. The reason why I want him to move the way that he wants to move with this instruction is because, again, we are boosting him with the Hawk chemistry style, so already giving him that pace and that shooting boost, I feel like it's going to be very important, right? So hopefully he gets into the right areas for us to score some potentially good opportunities. So we'll try him on the striker position. Again, that is the position I mostly see him being used in. It's not necessarily something where, you know, I potentially see him being used as a cam or something. Like, it's not really the case. So yeah, we'll try him out. We'll see how he plays. Okay, so we'll switch to the 4-2-3-1 right away. Let's see how he plays in game, guys. His character in game looks kind of strange from far. He's stocky, eh? Look at him. You can see that he started to make that run, but then he adjusted himself. See, this attacking AI is very similar. Very, very similar. So you can get the cross off here. Oof. So you see how when I was initially building up the play through the bottom, how he adjusted his run after I went into the middle area? That's kind of like what you have to work for with a player like Fernando Torres. So because of his body type, guys, it will affect his dribbling a little bit. So it could be ideal to give him the engine chemistry style. But with cards like this, because his attacking AI is so good, you kind of work that one angle and then potentially shoot right away because of the Hawk chemistry style, right? So shot from an angle. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, see? So you have to work with his dribbling not necessarily feeling up to par because that Hawk chemistry style to boost his shooting as much as possible is definitely going to be very ideal. You have to work with the way that he moves off the ball. And, you know, to be honest, you could totally give him the engine chemistry style, but like I said, I do think that the body type will affect the card in a more negative way, obviously, because stocky body type without bare minimum 90s for dribbling, the player will feel a little bit strange sometimes, but... definitely a fun card to use because of the way that he moves across the pitch, right? which is very, very important. He'll make that aggressive run. He's playing that stay central, getting behind roll well, because you can see how fast he kind of gets back into position and tries to utilize empty space quickly. So. Okay, so that's what you kind of work for. You see how he angles himself in a certain way for you to be able to use his finesse shot trait. That's the angles that you want to work for, right? So that's why most people are giving him the Hawk and the Hunter chemistry style, because it's that one angle that he needs to potentially score some great opportunities. And that's like one of them, right? He gets himself into a side position, and from that side position, I have to just take one touch and then go for that finesse shot because he has that trait, right? Situation like this, we'll try with his weak foot. Really good strike. I'm not used to those strikes. I actually have to put less power into that one right there. His base characteristics of good attacking AI is going to really help a card like this for sure. Going to try to... Nice little fake shot, touch, go back on the inside. Ball roll, because he's going to think I'm going to commit. Yeah, the dribbling is definitely going to be rough, though. So in situations like this, you may want to give him an engine chemistry style if the dribbling bothers you that much, right? So it's definitely going to be a combination of either giving him the Hawk or giving him the engine for sure. You can see right there he's actually stagnant. He doesn't really move back into position right away, but sometimes the attacking AI is a little strange like that. So right there, you could see that the limitation of being able to take that touch and an instant movement to dribble to get into the area to do the finesse shot, right? So it's unfortunate that the baby card has weird base card stats for shot power. But I think for my general experience, for me to enjoy the game mostly, I think I'd probably give him the engine to be sure to dribble quickly with him. But we'll keep seeing, boys. Yeah, you see how he constantly adjusts his run? He constantly adjusts based off of the dribbles that I'm doing. Very important. He has one of those, like, top-tier meta attacking AIs for strikers, that's for sure. Even right there, you can see I can make that pass if I really wanted to. Gets back into an onside position. Build up the play slowly. Touch, shots. Ooh, we get the penalty right there. Situations like that, shot power is definitely going to matter as well. So you definitely always have to be careful about those ones. We're going to do... we'll just shoot it right through the middle. He thinks I'm switching, so he's going to dive, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, if he's going to switch, he's probably going to dive. You know, the mentality towards it. I definitely feel like you guys will benefit with this card by using him on that getting behind instruction. Trying to make him stay as narrow as possible because your opponent... Okay, sorry, I thought it was like weird. Try to use him in a way where he stays in the middle as much as possible because he just needs that one angle to potentially score some good opportunities. So again, guys, the only thing that's really off with the card is body type to dribbling. That's where you may want to give him an engine chemistry style. But that base card stats or the base card stats that he has for dribbling are not necessarily high enough for you to significantly notice a difference, right? So it's a combination of either or for me personally. All right, guys, so final verdict on this Fernando Torres card. So for me personally, guys, for base characteristics on this card, his dribbling to body type is going to affect the card a little bit in regards to being a little sloppy, right? So because of that, you may want to give him an engine chemistry style to make him feel the most responsive that he could potentially feel. The only thing that's going to be off with this card is the shot power being at an 83 for certain situations, not for all situations. If you get yourself into an area where you get a 100% opportunity and you don't have pressure at certain angles, he'll still be able to score the shots consistently because of his 92 finishing and 92 shot power. This is not the type of card that you really have to boost his attacking AI as much as possible in regards to positioning with the Hawk chemistry style or even the Hunter chemistry style either. The reason why people are giving him the Hawk and the Hunter is because this card's attacking AI to move into space the right ways is really good. If he finds the angle to potentially score an opportunity, and they're good angles, he will score them. He has those specific striker shooting animations to be able to score. You guys saw that left-footed strike that he took. Not every player has that animation to shoot the ball. Fernando Torres does. So if you put less power into a strike like that and you shoot, he could potentially score, right? Hunter doesn't make sense. Don't give him a Hunter. This card is either a Hawk or an engine chemistry style. Hawk definitely makes sense, guys. Like I said, I have him on the stay central, getting behind instructions, so it works really well for a card like Fernando Torres. But Again, you could also give him an engine chemistry style to make his dribbling feel as responsive as possible, but just remember that the base card stats of his dribbling with his body type is still going to be noticeable regardless of you giving the engine chemistry style or not. So that's the only thing that's really off about the card. It's just body type to dribbling, but everything else, he performs really well in game. He shoots and scores opportunities when he should. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll go check out the other two. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.